Isaac Adongo breaks silence after Mahama swerves him in ministerial appointment. The Member of Parliament MP for Bolgatanga Central, Isaac Adongo, has spoken about being left out of President John Dramani Mahama's ministerial nominees list. According to him, he would have gladly accepted a deputy finance minister position if offered, despite some presidential advisers believing he was above the role. And I quote him, "If the deputy minister was offered to me to serve in any capacity, it is a privilege. I would have gladly accepted it, that it's where the old man wanted me to serve."
Artwork be making rounds on social media. Bolgatanga Central Youth Wing reject appointment of Isaac Adongo to the board of the Bank of Ghana, questioning why the MP was not given a ministerial appointment. What is Asemi?
Yes, so Enrano, at some point, I'm a home.
Okay.
But apparently, Omuhu board appointment.
Yes.
They were already, I'm saying, it's been a daily battle on my constituency platform.
Yes.
To let them remain calm and wait on the president.
Okay.
Trying to assure them that we have a 4-year mandate,
yes,
and the president cannot satisfy everybody
sure,
within the last 6 weeks. Here, Babetino, Ebia, the Babavia, into Omon train. Ndomu ni sano say akan dina ka be 4
aka 4
nti na je say omo say Ghana for dodo na ebusa adongo ntino jama omo de no be fifem na Ghana for akuma to omo yam no matimi aye de omo be ye omo madwen no nti omo koye central for
a press statement. Okay.
Apa na bi mu suggest say omo frame me na omo nje me approval. Some of them look say, Papa Nian friend. O friend bia o se monto mo. Sa no dia be gina baby agina nti ye mpene. Ye kwa ya de. Ti mi so na o ma fire statement na to ma na me frɛ omo eye mpemfo kakra no. Na omo se ni akosi no, but omo ya omo adwen se nka omo ye eye kire.
Okay.
Anka omo planning for say and then ka omampanyi wie and I'm saying no nemo pesa mo ka kire no bia no maka dada. The press statement is enough. Whatever is in it, in one way or the other, it will get to him.
Yeah.
So they should leave it there. But they knew my position is that me brave me every me moja ni sa me de papa yi eba abetwitwa Ghana for. Nti an bibia mjina na medejina manfana mase yemegu n'anim ase na onye obi so a wa ka kire me se wo Adongo waye mi bibi nti ana na emu mebra na enya mai
omre nson
nti dibre bia de beboa ye de ba mame a metimi e de aboa no ese me de boa no
but or start say oye appointment no oni wedding komo
o da bebre say at the end of the day, you know, appointment.
Yes.
He has an advisory team.
Yes.
Inti, on to me, and Fro Bia explaining identity amount
for sure.
And it will be too much for me to think that the president should come to my level and seek my consent in whatever he wants to do. That will be unfair. All I know is that he's not forgotten about me. Maybe my time is not up.
Your time is not
but
up.
When my time is up, nobody can stop it.
But you were expecting to be made a minister of state.
Of course, rightly so. I mean, everybody wishes the best for himself. Yes. I believe that I have the capacity and I have the temperament to do it. But of course, in the issue of finance minister proper, since I came into parliament, I've always been behind Ato.
Okay.
Ato was my ranking member when I arrived in parliament. I was a member and he was ranking. And then when we came back the second time, they promoted me to a deputy ranking.
Yes.
And he was still ranking. Then when there was a reshuffle in parliament, he assumed a leadership role on the front bench.
Yes.
So I was then pushed.
And then you became ranking.
Ranking.
Okay.
He's also been a deputy minister. So it was really a tall ask to say that all of a sudden you are going to jump over him. What would be the reason? I hope you understand. So I explained to my people that under the circumstances and based on my understanding of parliamentary practice, I think that it is a right appointment. You know, and when my time comes, I will be there.
It will come.
But subsequently, when it came to the deputies, part of the reason was also that there were elements who were advising the old man who believed that I'm above a deputy minister.
Okay.
That is not coming from me. And under no circumstance did I reject a deputy minister.
Deputy minister. Meaning, as a deputy minister, you would have considered a deputy minister.
If it was offered to me, and that is the capacity the old man wants me to serve him, I would say no. But
in any ministry?
Of course. I mean, if you are called upon by His Excellency to serve in any capacity, it's a privilege. I hope you understand.
Yes.
It's a privilege that I will gladly accept. But under the circumstances, he would have felt that he wants to use me in another way.
Another way.
And maybe the timing, there's a timing gap.
Yeah.
People expect that, oh, by now your name would have been there or somewhere. It hasn't happened. It doesn't mean that that's the end of the story.
Until for 4 slots now, Akano, anything can happen. We can see your name in there.
Anybody's name can be there. But like I said, it is the prerogative of the president. I don't want us to put pressure on him. We should trust his sense of judgment.
But the Bank of Ghana board, Udinko, of course, let me clarify this. My share statement now, Isaac Adongo, I'm not sure economist. Are you an economist?
No, I'm not.
I've
never held myself to be an economist.
And that was a mistake.
I think it was a mistake because they called me for my CV.
Okay.
And if you read my CV, at nowhere
did you put in the say economist?
No.
It will background and kasa your day.
I'm an accountant. I'm a trained accountant.
You've chartered?
Yeah, I'm a chartered accountant.
Okay.
I chartered in 2009.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The chartered accountant, good. It is now on the Bank of Ghana board. No, within a womb say we call board. So I've heard people also say it's likely, and based on the historical way now, say on the finance committee, you might be the chairman of the finance committee in Parliament. Sam Komana Koso.
For now, the sitting arrangement in Parliament seems to suggest that in the event that I don't join the executive, I would be playing a more senior role, and I think that everybody knows that is where my best fit is. So you can deduce, but it is not a definite conversation that have happened. But I won't be surprised that becomes the case.
Chairman of the finance committee.
Yeah, I won't be surprised. I know the question you're asking. Let me tell you, as a finance committee chairman, if for some reason there's a transaction coming from the Bank of Ghana for which I took part in approving on the board, I will recuse myself. Yeah. If it doesn't, and there are a lot of things that happen at Bank of Ghana that doesn't come to the board.
Yes.
So for those that come to the board and for those that need to be ferried to Parliament and those that requires my approval on the board, I will definitely first disclose. I may assist in sharing information, but I will not take part in taking the decision in Parliament
on that particular
transaction. Yeah, because it will mean that I'm oversighting myself, and I'm very clear of that. So